In today's modern world, approximately 70% of women after 50 years and older have obese problem or weight gain problem. And in today's video, I'm going to explain what is happening, especially after menopause, and what is the main causes that you cannot remove your excessive weight in the safe and natural way. If you are over 50 and your belly fat appears almost overnight, even though you eat the same, even you move, even though you try stay disciplined, this is usually not about calories, and it's not about lack of willpower. And there is one hormone that becomes much more influential after menopause, and that one hormone is called cortisol. I see it with my patients for the last 26 years. After you go through menopause, your estrogen and progesterone levels are really low, and you gain a lot of weight just because of this balance on progesterone, estrogen, especially cortisol problem. What really changes after 50? Most women associate estrogen only with reproduction, but estrogen affects far more than that. It supports the healthy fat distribution, insulin sensitivity, skin and connective tissues, bone metabolism, vascular function, and the nervous system balance. When estrogen declines, the body does not stop functioning, it adapts. And one of the way it adapts, it becoming more sensitive to the stress signal. And one of the easiest way how you can see if you are 50 years and older, you a woman especially, you get a lot of those abdominal weight, but you don't realize those lower doses of estrogen and progesterone are connective, and they hide themselves especially in the belly fat. That is why, on many reasons why you get in a lot of weight and you cannot remove that, because your body has adapted to this specific situation. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone. It is essential for survival. It regulates blood sugar pressure. It helps wake you up. It mobilizes energy. But when cortisol remains elevated for the long periods, especially after menopause, it begins to influence how and where fat is stored. Higher cortisol signal shifts fat storage toward the abdominal area, particularly deeper visceral fat. And this type of fat is metabolically active. It is associated with increased insulin resistance, higher fasting glucose, greater inflammatory signaling, and elevated cardiovascular risk. And many women describe it this way: my body changes, but my habits didn't. And this is often a hormonal redistribution effect, not simply excess calorie intake. And this is one of the many problem people after 50 years and older, especially you woman, is going to be those hormonal disbalances, and you really don't know how to fix it in a safe and natural way. There is problem with the cortisol, progesterone, estrogen, and of course is going to be problem with the insulin. In my experience, I probably think like 90 or 95% women have all those problems after 50 years and older. Because you don't realize it, how you can you get those hormonal problems in the normal ranges in the safe and natural way, and that's why you get a lot of weight, especially after menopause. Why this happen after more and more after menopause? And during reproductive years, progesterone has calming effect on nervous system. It helps counterbalance stress responses. As progesterone declines, the nervous system often becomes more reactive. Sleep may become lighter, night awakening increases, and anxiety may appear without a clear cause. Afternoon cravings become stronger, and each of those factors can increase cortisol and insulin activity. And cortisol and insulin together create a biological signal to store energy, especially centrally. And this is why abdominal fat becomes more common after 50. This is not a character flaw, it is not physiological shift, it is just a hormonal disbalance. I'm going to give you a couple of information how you can help yourself balance those hormones in the safe safe, natural way, and of course in the process help yourself maintain normal body weight in safe and natural way. I'm going to give you a couple of information. First, you need to stabilize blood sugar. Prioritize protein at the breakfast, reduce refined carbohydrates, and avoid constant grazing through the day. Second, protect sleep quality. Reduce light exposure in the evening, avoid heavy late meals, and create consistent sleep timing. And third, build the muscle. Strength training improves insulin sensitivity, and muscle tissue increases metabolic stability. Even 2 to 3 sessions weekly can make measurable differences. And fourth, reduce cumulative stress load. And not only emotional stress, this is chronic inflammation, sleep deprivation, excessive cardio, and highly processed food. And you can sell yourself in many of those aspects of your daily life. You sleep very poorly, you eat very poorly, probably for a couple of decades, and usually about 50 years and older, you get diagnosed a lot of those other problems, other diseases. Especially you will have problems with your diabetes. Then you take insulin and other chemicals to your body. Usually you will have also high blood pressure problems, liver problems, kidney problems, digestive problems. And I see it every day, my dear viewers. You drink 5, 6, 7, even 10 chemical medications. You don't exercise, and everything is accumulated through the years, and this is not something strange that you have a lot of excessive weight, my dear woman. But I'm going to give you another natural remedies that will help you a lot. They help a lot of my patients, really can help you with those problems in the safe, natural way. My recommendation for today is going to be ashwagandha. Or it also calls Vitania somnifera. Ashwagandha is traditionally classified as an adaptogenic herb, and adaptogens helps the body regulate its stress response. The active compound called Labudović appear to support balanced cortisol signaling, and research suggested ashwagandha may support healthier stress adaptation, improve sleep quality, reduce perceiving anxiety, and assist in lowering stress abdominal fat accumulation. Ashwagandha is especially important for those cortisol problems. This is one thing that you really need to remember after menopause, and for today's video is going to be leveling your cortisol level. It's really going to help you remove your excessive weight, or if you are under constant stress, your cortisol is right here, you will have a lot easier those weight gain. So ashwagandha really can help you. Its role is regulating, not stimulatory. By helping normalize stress response, it may support a healthier metabolic environment after menopause. How it's commonly used? You can use capsules, 300 to 600 milligrams of standardized extract daily. You can drink tea from the root. Simmer 1 tablespoon of dry root for the 10 to 15 minutes, or you can use tincture, 20 to 40 drops into water once or twice a day. Evening use is often preferred if sleep is affected, and consult your physician if you have a thyroid disorder or taking other medication. Of course, I said it like thousands of times, especially you have problems with other diseases, you take a lot of chemical medications, be very careful what natural remedies you use, especially consult your physician or medical health professional that you trust. This is my information for today. On my channel you have almost 6,000 videos about nutrition and natural remedies. If you are first time here, search my channel, you will find a lot of information, especially those menopausal problems in the safe and natural way. My private medical office works with the patient all around the world for the last 26 years. You can seek my private phone consultations, or you can come directly to my MarioLab center in Zagreb, Croatia. All you need to do is just call my office on the phone number +385 9891 79200. Call my office, seek my private consultations, or you can come directly to my office. I'll be making sure that you'll be healthy again in the safe and the natural way.